Nasdaq 100 technical analysis. So in this particular video, what we'll do is identify the market structure of Nasdaq 100, market patterns that we should be paying attention to, key support and resistance levels, as well as zones or levels at which we should be looking for potential buy and sell opportunities, right? And guys, without wasting any further time, let's get straight into the actual technical analysis. And let's recap, guys. The last time we spoke about this particular index, we had mentioned that the market had given us this point over here, which was the previous all-time high, and we saw the market at this level over here breaking to the upside, making this level a very strong level of support. And in fact, I'm just gonna mark that area because it's very much important. And another thing that we had said was that the anticipation is for the market to in the future come back to this level to test it, because it's a very important psychological level, as a lot of institutions, especially insurers and bankers, will be looking to potentially push the market further from here, right? So that's what we said the last time. But just looking at the February candlestick, which is over here, we can see that it's a very, very strong bullish candlestick, and it tells us that we still expect to see price to move, further up. Also, we're now in March, right? And yes, the month itself is still ongoing, but we can still see that the candlestick is still pretty much positive or bullish at this point. So let's head down to the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, remember we said that, right, this is a very strong level of support and a very important psychological level, as a lot of institutions will be looking to push the market up from here, right? But what do we see on the weekly chart? On the weekly chart, really, I don't see much, but we can also see that last week's candle was a very strong bullish candle, which also seems to suggest that for the most part, we should still be looking for potential buy opportunities. We don't see any signs of the market getting tired or fatigued at this point in time on the weekly chart, and so we should continue to look for potential buy opportunities. But at this point in time, just looking at how things are, I really don't see any actual buy or sell opportunities. So let's head down to the daily chart. Just bear with me, let's have a look. I'm just gonna add my daily channel at this point. Just bear with me, guys. And there goes our channel, our daily channel, more or less. And let's just zoom in and see what's happening. So on the daily chart, we can see that we are in a very strong upward trajectory, or an upward trending market, and it also seems to confirm that we should be looking for potential buy opportunities. We can also look at the the Friday candlestick. It's also a very strong bullish candlestick, and just based on what we're seeing right now, it suggests that we should continue to look for potential buy opportunities, right? But as much as we've said that, guys, just based on the last analysis that we had created, right, we had spoken about how we have this area over here, and on my side, I was actually waiting for the market to give us the second leg of that M structure, and at that point is where I wanted to look for potential sell opportunities. And unfortunately, the M structure, or the double top, didn't work out, and that's probably because we had a lot of news on Friday, as well as, remember, we're in earnings season, and earnings season tends to trump technical analysis, right? So what actually happened on Friday, or rather last week, is that, as I said, guys, the market gave us a double top here. If I can just do this, the market gave us a double top there, right? Just bear with me, let's have a look. Yeah, so the market gave us this double top, and a lot of traders and investors actually sold there, right? And that is because, guys, remember, when we have these, we've been taught to sell on the second leg of that double top and place our stop losses just above, right? So the market gave us a trap, right? The market came to this level, gave us the second leg of that double top, and then pushed slightly down, right, to induce more people to keep on adding to their trades. And then the news broke out towards the end of the week, and we saw the market move further up to grab all of the stop losses that were located here, right? Can you guys see that? I hope you guys can see that, right? So what's likely to happen is that, remember, guys, Nasdaq 100 has been very strong for the last couple of weeks, and as I've said in my previous video, we can't just have a market that just keeps going up but doesn't really go down, right? So this tells me that a reversal is imminent. We're going to see a reversal very soon, and as I said, there's a very big chance that this, as I said, was a trap, and we saw a stop hunt where the market moved up to grab the stop losses that are located here, right? So what I want to see happen next, if I can just actually zoom in, what I would love to see happen next is the next daily candlestick, or rather, if the next daily candlestick closes below this level, right, below this level, and ends up being a bearish candlestick, chances are we're going to see the market move further down to at least this level over here, right? Why do I say so? That is because, guys, remember I said the market had given us this double top. People sold here and placed their stop losses just above, and then we saw the market moving sideways and then stop hunting those stop losses. And like I said, if we get the formation of a bearish candlestick that closes below this level over here, that would give us, you know, this reversal candlestick pattern, which would be railroad tracks, right, where we have this candlestick being bullish and this one being bearish, and both of them more or less being the same size. So if that happens, chances are we're going to see a crash of sorts, and probably to around this level. And why do I see that level? That is because this level is a very strong level of support, and it's that psychological level that I spoke about, where I said that the market had given us the previous all-time high somewhere here, and that a lot of institutions are likely waiting for the market to reach this point, and at that point is where they will be looking to push the market further up, right? Anyway, going back to what I was saying, if that doesn't happen, another thing that I'm going to look out for is on the lower time frames, maybe on the H4, right? Because price is now at that level, we may see it actually, you know, do this on the lower time frames and give us the second leg of that double top, and then possibly push further down, right? So the market may do that and then push further down to around this level. So these are the two structures that I will be looking for myself personally, right? Number one, as I said, we'll be looking for the formation of railroad tracks, right, which is a reversal candlestick pattern where this one would be bullish and this one would be bearish, and if it closes below this neckline, or rather this very strong level of support at this point in time, which would then be resistance after it closes below it, we would then look for potential sell opportunities, and my take profit will be around this level over here, which is that very strong level of support, right? Anyway, from here I'm just going to head down to the weekly chart, and let's have a look in terms of what's happening on the weekly chart, sorry, on the H4 chart rather, right? And let's have a look. I'm just going to zoom in again. And to recap, guys, remember what I said? I said on the daily chart that the market had given us this huge double top, and this section over here was the second leg of that double top. And I said a lot of us actually sold here, placing our stop losses there. And then we saw the market moving sideways and then giving us a stop hunt to the top, right? It was a stop hunt, number one, to trigger all of those stop losses that are located here. And number two, it also serves as rather to induce more traders to keep on, you know, buying, so that they can place their stop losses here, right? So we also have we have a lot of stop losses located here as well, and that is because, guys, remember, we also have a W structure here, and just like with M structures where people sell at that point and put their stop losses above, with W structures people buy here and they put their stop losses below, right? So we have stop losses here, and like I said, on the daily chart, remember, we have this candlestick this way, and if we get a bearish candlestick, chances are that we're going to see the market move further down to trigger these stop losses and then push even further down, right? So let's see, guys, what else do we see at this point, guys? As I said, we are on the H4 chart. I'm gonna add my H4 channel as well, just bear with me. I just hope what I'm saying makes sense and is not confusing, but just bear with me. And another thing that I also wanted to mention is that the price action itself is not that interesting really, because we've had a lot of news and the markets seem to be all over the show. So finding buys and entries will be extremely difficult. Nonetheless, it is quite possible that we may find good entries. The important thing is not to force things, but rather to let things unfold naturally, and then enter when you have enough confirmations and confluence, right? Again, guys, remember, I said that we may get on the daily chart, right, railroad tracks here, right? But now that we're on the H4 chart, remember I also said we have this, and we may get another double top here, and the market at this point may give us a sell opportunity, right? So these are the two patterns that I will be looking out for. Number one, as I said, on the daily chart we have this pattern that I'll be looking out for, right, which is a pattern called railroad tracks. And on the H4 chart, I will be looking for price to possibly give me the second leg of a double top, and then at that point on the second leg is where I will be looking for potential sell opportunities, and my take profit would be that level that I spoke about at the bottom, right? But right now, as things stand on the H4 chart, I don't see any actual buy or sell opportunities for that matter. And that is because at this point, the markets are all over the show. But let's head down to the H1 chart and let's see what's happening down there. Just bear with me. Come on. Okay. Yeah, so here we are again on the H1 chart. And on the H1 chart, we have this very strong movement to the top. And again, this serves to induce more people to keep on buying, right? Because remember I said we had this W structure, and people bought on the second leg of that W structure on the H4 chart and placed their stop losses below. And I said that this serves to induce people to keep on buying, so that the market can possibly give us another double top and then potentially move further down to grab these stop losses, as well as continue to move further down, right? But on the H1 chart, I also don't see anything really that's interesting, right? And I also don't see any buy or sell opportunity, right? And yeah, that's my analysis, and peace out.